And we are live. So, hello everyone and welcome to Evolving Magic. I'm your host Dan, the guy who has to use an iPad to read off his own lines because I'm too lazy to memorize them. And this guy kind of looks like David Blaine. And as I tell everyone, he is the same magician I hope to challenge one day. Hopefully. Today I am at the Jewelry Heist, a lovely venue sponsored by Kelly Kit, right here.
Hello, hi.
The owner, the lovely and amazing, and also David from the dinosaur farm right next door. Check them both out as they're amazing businesses in their community as they are amazing people.
Cheers.
Cheers. So now up on today's agenda is, let me see, we've got a lot to cover today and we're going to try to get to them as fast as we can. So the first one is my take on the gaffless version of Sleeve Star by David J, the Pencil Vanish and Rollover Vanish with the click pass and with a Strike Vanish-esque touches, the Something Strange routine inspired by Eric Jones, who this whole lecture is dedicated to, and David Roth, the new Slitch sleeving routine with the Yin Yang model. We'll use a Yin Yang, it's kind of cool. A multi-transformation take Vanish using Slitch, the coin poetry, which is 1 to 3, 3 to 1, the distortion coin routine, and finally the 3 coins gone, a beautiful routine with updated thoughts and handlings. Sounds like a lot. It'll go by really, really fast within this lecture. And this lecture is really, and the title of this whole lecture is a jam session for Eric Jones. This is my response to his Metal 5 DVD, as well as that time when, if I may be sincere, he asked for people to, like, he threw out a little post saying, hey, whoever wants to hang and do hookah with me, all right. So I was able to sneak away and go visit him and saw him. He was smoking hookah. I wasn't into all that at the time, but we were jamming. And I was mostly seeing some of his thoughts years before he released Metal 5. And I felt so sad because I'm like, I had nothing to contribute. I was just like, I'm watching him do all these fancy things.
Wow. And
I felt so inferior. And it was at that time 2 years ago. Now, I should also mention that Kelly and me are both negative, so that's why we don't need to have our masks on in case anyone is wondering. You do not need to worry. I'll eventually mention it throughout, so no one gets triggered. It's 2021.
Yep.
Yeah.
Getting through it.
Getting through it. And, you know, this whole lecture came about because I want to give back to Eric Jones in this little way. This is for you, Eric Jones. You're my buddy, and all this is for you. So let's get into some magic and let's get into all the fun stuff.
I'm excited.
So this will be great. I'm supposed to set this up, but let's just go with it as we go along. So let us start with, let me see. So now that we named him off, I should also mention like and subscribe, as well as feel free to check out my channel for other cool jam sessions and my Patreon below to support the Academy directly. So let's jump into the performance of, I believe it was a sleight of hand version of Sleeve Star. So I have all these different coins. They're so beautiful. Mostly the Walking Liberties. I'll set this aside for right now.
Wow.
And you can check them all out.
Pretty.
Yeah. Walking Liberty $50. You could hear it from the...
These are real coins.
Yeah, those are the real pieces of silver.
Wow.
Yeah, before they're banned. Ah! Kidding.
Now we are the Jewelry Heist. So.
Yeah, right. And you can actually hear it when you do the sound.
Wow.
If they're real silver or not.
Is that right?
Yeah, so you can you actually have to hold it on the end.
Oh.
This is a fun little fact.
That's actually a nice chime.
Yeah. And then that's how you tell if they're real or not.
Ah.
Because if it's copper, it gives off a different sound, as with, you know, copper pennies. So you get to check them all out. We're having fun with those.
Okay.
So we're starting off with the Sleeve Star version. So here's what we're going to do. You have your choice, Kelly, of Chinese coins, silver, Walking Liberty, $50, or the copper coin. Just take any one you like.
Just one of them?
Yeah.
I'm going to take the silver dollar one. Or
Oh,
silver.
they're so amazing. And we can set the rest aside. Okay, and I want to be as fair as I possibly can throughout this routine. I should probably use, I should probably be a little bit more fancy with the jacket, at least per se.
I was going to tell you, put a jacket on, but...
I know. Well, it's just because it's so warm in here, I don't want to usually, you know, I'm so used to overheating so often, but we'll go with it. So
keep the door open if you want.
Oh no, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. So if I go out of frame for a second, please forgive me, people. We're all trying.
I'll do a dance while you're out
Yeah.
of frame.
Right? This is great. So here's what I'm going to do. I can get this guy. And we're going to try something amazing. Kelly, are you... and I'm going to be as fair as possible. Okay? I want to hold it right there.
Okay.
Are you left-handed or right-handed?
I'm left-handed.
Left-handed. Okay, hold out your left hand. Grip my hand tight. Don't want the coin going in or out. You can see,
Okay.
nothing of that nature. Want to be as fair as possible. Okay? And I also want to mention right to the audience that this is a one-handed coin trick, so I'm actually going to move one hand for this. So the coin is going to jump from my hand up into the air and into the other hand, just like that.
Wow.
And I did say it's going to be a one-handed coin trick. Just never said
Wow.
and the audience can hopefully see that. Sometimes I'm up, sometimes I'm down. Might need a camera stand that can automatically adjust, but
Yeah.
we're doing what we can.
Okay.
And so that is the sleight of hand version of Sleeve Star. I think I got so excited in my initial run, I actually did an alternate method that is different from the entire trick, but I might as well leave it in there because you'll get to the slitch stuff later we'll cover. So a little teaser, if anything. I turned a bad thing into a good thing.
Yeah, you did.
So in this case, we've got a coin. It could be anything. You could use, that, just, Chinese coins, and copper coins, anything, but it needs to have weight to it because it'll make the method, no. For slitch, it'll do it. For this, it doesn't really matter. It kind of does. It'll make it a little bit easier with a little bit of weight. Okay, so you can talk to the spectator casually, and you can just do a gesture I've seen in so many comic books, anime, just being able to do this gesture. It's so cool.
Like flipping the coin.
Just you look like a grifter. Just
Yeah.
flipping, looking around,
Yeah.
Yeah, I always wanted to do
I
that.
just scored this silver.
Yes, it's my precious little silver.
Yes.
Okay, so we do that, and we're talking to spectator casually, and when we decide to involve them, and we ask them, are you left-handed or right-handed? Eventually at that point, then we can start to close our hand, and I will make the, I think I could keep it at one angle. I don't think I need a second camera. This will be too much.
Okay.
We'll keep it one angle. And during this time, we'll talk to the spectator casually, and we close our hand as per se the usual, but we are going to use our fingers to shift it into a heel grip right here, which looks really, really cool. And it sets up for if you just were to let go, it's pretty much 90% out already, which is great. And this is where the elements of misdirection come in because they're not often used in magical effects, but we get to use it here, which is beautiful. And I've done to students, like my own students, so I've shown them technique and was able to directly still get them with it. So I flipped a coin in the air, say you're left-handed, right-handed.
Yep.
They answer, and so I'm going to close it over the hand. I want you to grip it, and as you go forward for them to grip it, it's during that moment, you've already closed it, and as they come forward to grip it, you're just coming forward and doing the gesture for them to grip it. That comes out, and he grips it right there, and you've already stolen it out. So they can grip it right here. And it is at this point right here that you can also gesture still, because if it falls into finger palm, an upper finger palm is even better, but lower, it doesn't matter. You cannot see it from this angle and from general
Oh my God, you're right.
You cannot see it from this general angle, so you have a free reign of anything. I could pretty much maintain all my same gestures, and no one cares.
Because my mind is assuming that if it was in there, it would have fallen out on the other hand. But I can see your open palm, so it's not there.
Yep, and then further cementing it, and you can keep the grip. It's good, good. And further cementing it is the fact that I can gesture, I can point, I can still talk. I do that, it's great. And you don't have to take it too seriously. That's the mindset. Makes it easier. And then also I can use my first finger and thumb to be able to pull on the sleeve to make sure and even expose it right here. This is great. That there's no coins being sleeved or anything to that nature. And that is great because now it alludes to the fact that I'm trying to be as fair as possible. And then I say, and I'm keeping away from this hand after they gripped it, everything seems copacetic. I said it's going to be a one-handed coin trick. I gesture, and this is the most evil gesture right here. Because I'm just hiding it right in your face. And and we're going to do one coin trick. I do it right in the face, and then I come right here, and we do it in the same way, the Sleeve Star by David J. You can say I'm going to toss it from hand to hand, or it'll go from one hand, it'll vanish, and jump to the other. And then you can stand up and show, never said which hand, which is great. But, David J uses a gaff for his. Thank you kindly.
Yeah, that's great.
but mine doesn't. It's just using casual sleight of hand, and because I involve the spectator in more ways than one than his, comparably, his is still a great version that gave this. So, standing on the shoulder of giants. But I'm very thankful for his version, so we can have it updated. So it's almost more powerful that you get to grip it, you get to see that nothing happens, and it just jumps from hand to hand. And it seems sealed with the heel Plum Vanish. They just grip it, and you're already done. You've already gotten stolen, which is just beautiful.
So the practice is disguising it in the palm. Like in some ways too.
Oh yeah. So once you got in finger palm, like you could even try it. This is a spectator with no knowledge. They can do it themselves. So try it. It's in the second and third finger. Okay.
There's nothing here.
Yeah.
So.
And just relax. There's tension.
Oh yeah. I'm like.
Yeah, I know.
Oh God, I have nothing.
Yeah, but if you do it with no tension, just relieving. It's first you have to add tension because it's weird to get used to it. But eventually you relax, and no one even knows it exists.
You just treat it like it's not there.
It's like the hand washing sequence, which we're going to get to later for the slitch technique. I could be able to go like this, do an open expression. Go and concealed here. Do an open expression. I could do a hand washing technique using finger palm, and they can't see anything still.
Wow.
And then produce whenever you want.
Wow, that's great.
Cool. So that is the first section. That is the sleight of hand version by David J.
And like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. There you go. All right, next one. So that was the first one. Really fast.
Yeah.
Next one is, let me see, the Pencil Vanish, Rollover Vanish with the Click Pass and Vanish. Okay, this is going to be really, really, I just get excited whenever I'm able to do this. So the Pencil Vanish looks like this. In my opinion, if you were to really vanish a coin, as much as this is cool and being able to toss it up and show it, or being able to do something like this, being able to place it inside and toss it up and vanish it, those are cool, but it just seems illogical that you would have to place it inside your hand. So I wanted something I would naturally do, because magic is just in my way, there's two paths, but in my path, you're just creating distortion. You're just slightly, pun intended, slightly changing the dynamic of what is truth to just altering just slightly just to mess with people. Complicated concept, but I'll explain easily. So if I was to actually toss a coin, it would actually look like this. If I was to toss a coin from hand to hand, that is how I would naturally do it. And people cannot see the A to B, the B section, the transit usually. In Magic, they only see the A to C. You toss you have the coin, show it here, and through tossing motion, it ends up here, which is C. So that's why coin magic specifically, is able to allow for this. I'm able to do it, and then have it jump from hand to hand. In the same way, I would have been able to do it the same way. Be able to jump from hand to hand. And this is the Pencil Vanish, because it kind of looks like a pencil.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, just go with it.
No.
I created this when I was like 16 or 18, around there.
Wow, you created that?
Yeah.
Great.
All this material is just me creating.
Wow.
So, it's just me creating stuff, and this is just a natural idea. If I was to actually toss a coin, it would look like that. Like just being able to actually toss it, okay? That's me, doing it. You can't even see the B section. There's the A, holding it. There's the C, you seeing it, but the B is the transit, you don't really see that. So if I was to do it like that, people don't see that. I remember talking with family at the Frog Town, just sitting by the river and analyzing. I'm like, whoa, people don't see B. So that's why coin magic can exist. So that's why I can actually do it as a false transfer like that. Wow. And again, you could just do it again and again with people and they don't see it. It even works better as a click pass, which we'll get into a second. First we'll cover this one, but you could even do it as a click pass, and then they can both go across, which is even crazier. It gets insane. So let's first, and then what's the other one is the Rollover Vanish, which it looks like I should be able to show it. I blunk out. There we go. And then it's just rolling. If you were to get a coin, I just thought if you were to do it, you just get it like haphazardly. You just get and drop inside. And I thought mimicking that, you can be you got to be able to just get just right. There we go. Kind of mimicking Jay Sankey. I forgot the Pinky Vanish. Whenever he dropped it, I just remember this in his Revolutionary Coins DVD 2.0. He would just go, every time he dropped the coin and land on his pinky, he goes, "Thank you, Jesus." Thank you, Jesus. It was just hilarious. So let's first go into the Pencil Vanish mechanics. You'll enjoy this one.
Awesome.
And it relies on the fact of first finger and thumb holding the coin, and as soon as it drops to here, the C point where it should be, and when we close it, so you never see the C point. So it's cool. So from the A point, I show it, and as I toss it, my fingers touch right here on the hand, and literally I drop the coin from here to the hand right here,
wow.
and the fingers curl over it. This hand right here gives all the shade needed. So when I'm doing it, people assume it goes into there because they saw the free-floating path of it, even though I captured it inside of here. Hopefully you guys can see this. So I'll do it a couple times in slow-mo. Okay. I'll do it. That's very, very slow. I'm just showing the action. Okay. And we want it to land generally in finger palm so we can squeeze and then turn over. So looks like this. Boom, boom, boom. Well, yeah, it looks, there we go. We let it fall. It'll naturally fall. Hit right there. It's hard to do in slow motion, but in actuality, if I do it actual motion, a couple times, you can see it lands just like every time. So, boom. And then, because this hand's covering with the shade, just like before with this gesture, with the finger palm S gesture. Thank you, Eric Jones. You're amazing for this one. The same way it's covering, hand closes, my hand turns, and it vanishes. And then sometimes you could even go further with the just tossing motion, the action like that. And because it's insinuated, and they saw an action briefly of this coin leaving the fingertips, then boom, perfect. You don't have to worry about the phone. Don't worry. Yeah, so we're all good there. Boom, and it just goes. That's part one. We'll do the Rollover Vanish real fast. I'll briefly cover it. First finger and thumb. It just rolls over kind of like Jay Sankey's. You have to really extend these three fingers, which I wasn't doing because I was so tense and nervous earlier. But you just let it fall. It falls into the hand. You want to keep it flat, so it falls. So it has a little place to land on. So, boom. And you want to make sure the fingers are flat, so it's like a table right here. Fingers covering, so it gives that shade. So, boom, and it lands right there. One last time. First finger and thumb, goes right here. Table, let it fall onto the fingertips. Hard to do in slow motion. Boom, lands right there, and you do it. So what it looks like in actual motion, what it should have been doing, is right like that. Again, a couple times. That was perfect. Again. And it's kind of mimicking the Vanish you were told never to do, or production, because this, I always say, this, I used to say always looks better than this, which is generally true. Like if you produce a coin, this looks better than this, and this looks better than this, is what I always tell my students.
Huh.
But in the same way, if you were to just do a lazy Vanish that looks like it couldn't be rigged, I would do it this way. And then, oh wait, now it's a Vanish. Ah.
Wow.
So now for the click pass, which, you know, you could think of it 1,000 different ways to do a click pass. Just do the Vanish and let the coin fall through. This is Commercial Magic by J.C. Wagner's version of the click pass setup, where you would show it like this blatantly, and then have the coins drop, and then nothing would be there, and two would be there, or however you want to go about it. In this version with the Pencil Vanish, it's even lazier and easier.
Really?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
So in this version, we've already learned, and this is so really easy. This is like really elemental. If you guys haven't learned the basic Vanishes, there is a 5, and I encourage this before to watch with this lecture. Open a new tab on your Google Chrome or whatever. Go to YouTube and type in, I think it was search on my Coin Magic Jam Sessions. It's, I think it's the Ultimate Icebreaker. So Evolving Magic Ultimate Icebreaker. I cover the whole idea of the 5 steps of the Coin Vanish, which is clip, coddle, drop, turn, and vanish. And literally I've had kids that were 8 years old with a fully mastered Vanish within 15 minutes, and they could do Coin Magic. And they could do it almost better than I could. And I go to them. I hate those kids.
Right.
Those kids, though. So, so similar to that, where we're doing the 5 steps of the Coin Vanish, similarly, we're going to do this with the Pencil Vanish. So, you can do it with the Pencil Vanish at Click Pass? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. So, we do the Pencil Vanish. That's the first one. And then we're set up right here. And all we do is we're going to do the same motion, which is hilarious. And we do drop. You hear the sound. And you're literally, if I could do it in slow motion, nothing here. We've already retained one. So, first one, done. Second one, as we come down, clicks right on the coin, and we close out. It's so hilarious.
Wow.
You're clicking the same hand, and it's literally right here, and they think there's something and there's nothing. And it seems so fair that how could you ever do that?
It's genius.
Here's some more fun. I'm going to do it with like 6 coins. Let's just go crazy.
4, 5, 6.
And you can hear it all go across.
Yeah.
It's just...
Yeah, you don't... The clanking really sells it.
Oh.
For sure.
God, it's like... Yeah, it's just literally having fun. It's just... Boom. And there you go. Great. And then you apply the same concept with general click passes. I recommend the Coin Magic by Modern Coin Magic by JB Bobo. The modern one they saw on penguinmagic.com. It's for $45. Yeah, I say I have a terrible memory, but it's selectively terrible. I need a iPad for certain things, but for other stuff I don't. And it is, in my opinion, the modern one. It's in white with red writing, I think. It's just so good. It's so good, and they cover the click passes, the basics, so you can apply those concepts to here. And so in the same way, you could do the same elementary vanish, like that for the rollover and get generally the same results. Or for anything, even finger palm, vanish. You would have to modify it. Maybe you could do it the J.C. Wagner style. Or you could do it my concept. What was that concept? It's a lazy version. You do it like this, and some people say it looks better. Just do it like this, just holding out. And doing it that way. You just, not even fully displaying it, but just half displaying it. And then coins going across.
Still tricked me, even though I've seen it now.
Yeah.
It's still hard for me to readjust my eyes in a learning viewpoint, because I'm so used to being the magic of it.
Yeah.
That I'm like, you know what I mean?
And it still gets layered deeper. Even when, this is the fun part of being a magician, even when you know it's still amazing.
Yeah.
You're still blown away.
That's what I'm trying to say. Is I swear to God, those coins are in there, and I'm still surprised every time you roll it out.
It's like you're watching 2 TVs at the same time. It's like, okay, I get it, but
cool.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
So that is for those vanishes. Let me see if I'm missing something. I should probably leave this like right here, or yeah, I'll make it work. And then let me see if I'm missing something of there. And then the Strike Vanish-esque touches with that is just. I can literally do this, and then grab a pen or whatever. Do I have a pen here? Or just grab a pen, hypothetically, and tap, and it goes. Something to that nature. And you can just do a display. Like I could just, I'll do it with this thing. This little purse.
It's a cute coin purse, by the way.
Thank you. I got it from a dear old friend. I can do that. I can do a little tap. It goes. Maybe you can make the coins appear inside here, or you can do a display using the finger palm Ramsey subtlety, I believe. Being able to show it like this instantly, and they're gone. Which is cool. Unless you want to be clever and then, reproduce them out. Whatever you want to do. Who knows? So that's for that segment. Any questions?
I'm just enjoying it thoroughly.
Thank you kindly.
It's great.
So we got a copper and a silver walking liberty. You can examine both of them, Kelly. I don't use rigged coins on here. Just a rigged mindset.
Yeah.
Clever mindset.
Great.
And we're back. Take 2, because there was an error on the camera and everything went bad. So hopefully Kelly's in frame. Let me double check. We can do whatever, because it's really just, we're combining all of it together. Yeah, you show up in there. Let me just turn a little bit more towards you. You have such a lovely face, and we really want to feature you in here.
Well, thank you.
So let's get to it. So we were in the explanation of the something is, I think I called it Something Strange. It was an Eric Jones inspired routine. Let me move this right here with David Roth, you know, his recent passing, God rest his soul. He was, quick backstory, he was the world's greatest coin magician.
Wow.
And I don't know why, but whenever someone passes, one of their final gifts to me is to be able to take their inspiration or their energy and manifest into something, and this is the routine.
Great, let's see it.
So let's do it. So we got a copper silver. I'll just retake the whole thing and just cut out wherever.
Yeah.
So we'll do it from here. So we got a copper silver coin. Kelly, which one do you like?
I'm gonna go with copper right now.
Okay. You'll go with copper, okay? I'll hold it on to silver right here, and the copper will be useful in a bit for the routines. But you can hear it, and we'll do something amazing with it. But you said you wanted copper, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Copper.
It's funny. I actually see a coin right here.
Whoa.
I was able to get that copper coin. That's odd. I want to actually do something special with this. Are you right-handed or left-handed?
Left-handed.
Good to know. Hold out your right hand, and we'll get the copper coin. And you can currently hold on. You can currently feel the coin. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. On the count of 3, I want you to say go. 1, 2, 3.
Go.
Boom. And if you look inside your hand, now you've got the silver coin,
Whoa.
and over in my hand is the copper coin.
Fantastic.
And thank you guys so much.
Excellent.
It's a little quickie coin machine. So going into the explanation again, it's a very interesting routine going off of Eric Jones's Metal 2. And to go about this, 2 regular coins, copper and silver, and same size, you know, British penny, Walking Liberty, $50 because they are erotic.
Yeah.
They're an aphrodisiac. Go look that up, kids. I'm kidding. Anyways, so the audience chooses one. In this case, Kelly chose the copper coin. So you take the silver one, the opposite one, and you do a finger palm transfer with that one. Second one, I didn't do it this time. I did a J.C. Wagner click pass, but I usually suggest doing a pencil click pass, which I covered in a previous video. So where I come down, I clink it, and it goes like that. So it gives the illusion that there's 2 coins in there. Now from here, they assume there's 2, nothing over here. We got 2 coins right here that are not perfectly squared. You do not want them to be perfectly squared. That will ruin the trick. If you're trying to collect the coins, you'll hear the sound. So we want to be a little bit off as we do the click pass. So when I do that, I got it a little bit separated, okay? Now from here, I casually, as when it's down my side or when the audience relaxes, they assume there's 2 here. You keep me in full focus and the focus is here. What we do from here is we use our thumb to push on the coin, and you hold in like a resting retention grip position between the first finger and second finger right here. Okay. Right. Other coin is right here in lower finger palm area. And so basically it's right here, and now we lift it up so it's off so they won't touch and they won't hear the sound. And then we go off, instead of doing the usual transposition, I decided to have a little more impromptu fun with it by going to spectator and casually producing it off of them. Now, again, you have to be mindful that you want to go up and produce it. I purposefully did it wrong so that you can actually hear it, and Kelly actually heard a sound, I believe. Mm-hmm. Now, if you just produce it like this, you'll hear a little slight sound. So you want to actually, when you produce it off them, you're coming casually, so you're covered right here. Come up to them, and you lift up, you push up like this. It's one of the rare occasions that you could actually produce it like this. Push up, produce right here, and then you can push it forward and adjust it to here, showing that the coin they were thinking of, and you can mention again, is now appeared right here. Like, cool! And because they went through that much effort to produce one, they would not suspect the second one right there, that you're that far ahead. Keeping your hand like tight right here and all the focus is there. You produce the coin, they're amazed. You ask which hand are they, left-handed or right-handed? If you want to go 18 and over, you go, okay, that is good to know. Subtle adult humor. And then hold out whichever hand. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to, in this context, for this particular effect, we're going to do a one-handed classic palm to finger palm transfer. I'm not sure the official name. I believe this is a David Roth technique. So we get the coin, copper coin, and we Jimmy rig it, or those you suck at cooking shows. They call it Ranjangling it. You get what I mean, audience. And so we show it right here, and you were using the shade of this hand to cover up the fact that there is the silver coin right there. Okay, and you have to be mindful of your audience. If they're closer to you, then you want to go in more so you can make sure you're not flashing. Then from here, you put your second and third fingers right here, pushing the coin to clasp palm while making sure the silver coins do not touch. You wouldn't want that. So, sorry about that, Kelly. I'll get to it. So we have it right here, push inside, and now it's in clasp palm. This hand is now free with its coin right here in the finger palm. So that person extends their hand. You place the coin right there. It is switched out. Instead of the copper, they now got the silver. You've got the clasp palm right here, which is free motion, which is great. And then we say on the count of three, after I count to three, say go. 1, 2, 3.
Go.
And then boosh, you lift up. You say check out your hand. They're checking it out. And just as they're doing that and reacting and being amazed, you casually use it while their coin is in clasp palm. You do a Lamask load. I believe that is the correct term for it. Come on over, drop the coin inside. So again, drop it inside. As I come around and I grip it right here so it looks fair. So in actual action, looks like this. Okay, and sometimes it's the excessive fanciness of it all, because you could be more subtle, like do a divernon, like go from classic palm to thumb palm and do the like divernon thing where he's just rubbing and then showing it. But I kind of like the over fanciness of just going like this, coming over, coming around, pausing. You have all the focus right here, like all the focus should be centralized right here, and then you open to show a transposition has occurred.
Wow.
So cool.
So cool.
And that's magic. Thank you, Kelly, for helping me with this.
Thank you. Great.
Thank you, Eric Jones, because without your Metal 2 DVD and your wonderful, wonderful copper-silver effect, this effect would not exist. David Roth, in one of your final acts to me, and I loved all your work, Roth. Rest in peace. You gave me the inspiration to be able to create this version, which I am very, very thankful for. So thank you to all the people that helped me create it. And yeah, that is, I believe I called it Something Strange. Thank you. And we're live. Okay, let's do the next segment.
Let's do it.
Wherever we were at. We were at... first we're going to go into the... I'm going to pull up an image. This is all important. So actually, since it stopped recording, let's actually redo just this segment.
Yeah.
So for our next segment, I'm going to cover what is possibly a, in the magician's mind, a $300 technique. Juan Tamariz would be very impressed by this, as with many others, the way I've gone about the field and advancing the art of sleeving, in a sense, because it's just become lazier and easier, and it's just needed. And there's a whole model to it I actually want to show everyone here. So first, let me start with the basics. It'll be happening really fast. But first, I actually want to show the vanish real fast. So it can be used with any vanish, in addition with any vanish. So let's say I do a classic palm vanish. I do a little wave. It goes. It really does go. And I could be able to display it to the audience. And my hands are really empty. And it really is gone. Or possibly on the floor, depending on perspective. And then I could produce it maybe over here, wherever.
Wow.
And then in the same way, I can actually get the coin, I can toss it up into the air, and it goes up into there, and then actually it just really goes. And people wonder where it's at, no one knows. Maybe on the floor, who knows? Maybe on a fellow spectator, who really knows? So,
wow, that's great.
That is Slitch, and first I'd like to start off, so we're going to go, we've shown it, we're going to go into a brief history, and then we're going to go into the learning of it. So very brief history of it. Let me see, right here. So this is very important that I show this. So it makes total sense, this.
Yin and yang.
Yin and yang. This is the most important thing. This is the basis of everything. It sounds stupid, but it isn't. Now, there are techniques for sleeving. There's 3 types of techniques that I've noticed. There is the yin side, which is Jeffrey Wang, where everything came together that I could create the dark side. So through light, there is dark, through dark, there is light, and then there's the balance of there in between. So there are different techniques, and I'm going to read off the notes because I wrote it very, very beautifully. There are...
Good. Aww.
I'm praising myself. Aww. Okay. So for the light side, it's Jeffrey Wang's Now You Sleeve Me technique, where I don't want to butcher it because it's just such a beautiful technique, but get Now You Sleeve Me by Jeffrey Wang. It's basically where you're able to visibly, on the light side, visibly vanish a coin through sleeving, or not, well, not, I mean, it is in the title, Now You Sleeve Me.
Yeah.
It's yeah. People don't, it's so good that people actually don't believe it's sleeving when it happens. That I just did it.
Yeah.
People refuse to believe that it's sleeving even though it is. So that's his take. And then I hope I didn't butcher it. I pray to God I did not butcher it. Please. Love me, Jeffrey. We're cool. I gave you notes on that. Okay. Anyway, I seriously did because he created a brilliant technique. There is the balance side, which there's different sides to this techniques, but for specifics, there is the balance side, which is Perseus Archomit. I wrote it down. His name. Where is it?
Dolly Parton?
No, it's Perseus Archomit. I don't want to butcher his name. I actually want to give him credit. But he's also an illusionist. He created Lightspeed, where he's actually able to do his own version of... I won't talk about it, but he's able to make his own lightning fast. It really is lightning fast version of sleeving, but requires a intermediate to advanced level of skill to pull it off, using the basics as the foundations. I was able to do it, but it's so risky. I wasn't able to get it reliably as he was and many others were. And then there is the classic Rocco Solano, who won FISM. And I think I could talk a little bit more about this one because it's just using the classics. And he used the foundations, literal foundations, to win the World Magic Competition using the basics of sleeving, which is as you come up, you sleeve, you come down, you get it out. It's what everyone thinks of sleeving. He was able to do it and destroy everyone with it. So coin here, as you come up, you're sleeving it inside. And when you come down, you can do it. And because of that, and because of the way it's done and everything, you could actually do the vanish. You could actually sleeve at, oops, I'm sitting, I do it poorly. Standing is a little bit better. But I actually can sleeve as I'm about to do the vanish, and because of that, it's considered a balanced technique. Now, my slitch is not considered balanced. It's only in the dark side. So this is a dark technique.
Wow.
Because in essence, it does not work visibly, it's not balanced, so you can't interchange it. It's only used in the dark side to make a vanished coin stay vanished. You're like, but what's the point of that? Well, the trade-off, and I wrote it down, for the trade-off that can only be used to make a vanished coin permanently gone, it has the upside of being angle-proof, easy to execute, requires no skill to perform, and like literally, I've had people with no experience be able to do this in like the third, fourth lesson. My students, they're great at this. And on top of it being the easiest non-gapping sleeving coin technique out there. So what it's used for, if I vanish a coin, I vanished it using any vanish I like, or just say this, I vanished it, whatever. Gone, I did the gesture. I can even do coat gesture, tug gesture. People assume the coin's gone, and then do just casual rubbing of the gestures. Got cut for a second, and then you're able to make it permanently gone. So let's go into the slitch. It's a sleeve ditch. That's what it really is. Slitch is sleeve ditch. So after you vanish the coin, whatever method, let's just say classic palm, you've done the normal vanish that you've worked so hard for. But you want to make it vanish easily without any worry or anything. So you've done it. You do the J. Nobilizada. This is where I have to give him credit. This is where the basis of it comes down for the cover. I do a hand washing sequence where I come across right here. Coin could be here, coin could be here, does not really matter. Pretty much the same thing. You just want to get it to right here on the finger palm to finger palm transfer. So let's just say here. Here, so you just come over here as you're hand washing to show the other hand. That's the context. You're showing one hand and then you're showing the other. But in doing so, you transfer from finger palm to finger palm, or classic palm to finger palm, however you want to do it. You're just doing a hand washing like you're washing your hands. That's the basis. Different version of David Ross and Eric Jones's gestures, but essentially you show a coin, toss it up, whatever you want with it, toss it behind you, hope it didn't hit someone. Kidding. You show it there, empty, and then here's the fun part, because it's right here and you're right next to your sleeve, you're in perfect position to not do any advanced moves, just let it fall in the sleeve. And no one, and I mean no one, has come up with this idea. It's crazy. This is what 10 years of work has come to. Just being able to show it right here. And I'm exposing it right now. Just literally dropping the sleeve. But it's covered by the natural gesture of the hand washing, which no one can see. Toss it up. You do the hand washing gesture. And then as I do it, I did that. But there's some natural subtleties we'll cover. So we're right here, as we're showing the hand. We raise our hand on up, so it makes the ditch a little bit easier. We make sure it's 80-20, where the hand is literally there. It's an extension of the sleeve, so there's no flash. I literally let it drop in. No one can see it. And then I continue the gesture by wiping away the hands. You can tug away. No one even knows what happened. And that's one version. There's multiple versions of it. Bam, bam, do that, and then it's gone. This is the dream. This is a wet dream of every magician.
Yeah.
And no one's been able to do it. And I've just done it. It's the dark side. So now you can make any vanish permanent. I can do this. Oh, you don't like that coin? There you go. Well, now it's gone. Aren't you so happy? Oh, you're not happy? Oh, whatever. And then it's permanently gone. They have nothing to look for. And everyone's just going WTF. Straight up. It's insane. This could be done for... that. I've been doing it for let me see. Put vanishes, where you put something inside. There's two classifications. There's the put and the take. I'm putting it in here, okay? Then there's the take side, where you can actually take it, and you could reverse the motion. I take it, okay, get it. I vanish it right here, and then you can drop it right here. Do it like this, drop it inside, and then do a waving gesture, and it's gone. Same thing. That's the basic version. So again, false take, okay? Give it a little crumple and get it, toss it up or whatever. And then you can show it's gone. You could drop this hand in hand washing, show this guy's gone, and then literally just ditch inside the sleeve and no one sees it. I also have to give credit to Avatar: The Last Airbender episode, what was it? Episode 47 of Avatar: The Last Airbender, called Runaway, where the cheater uses a unique sleeving technique to cheat, to which Toph was able to figure it out and then use her earthbending to rig it so she always wins. So basically the cheater gets cheated. But I saw that technique with Jeffrey Wang's technique, the light side, and then just all these things coming together, and I created it. But people say, oh, but it's Eric Jones's technique, or it's like similar to it. But this is lazier. And then where it gets even bolder, I got inspiration from Justin Miller's project, The Bold Project from Illusionist, where I'm actually able to be even bolder with it. So where I can actually put it, toss it on up, and I can show it's gone, and I ditch in the same hand while I toss it up. So there's no extra gestures. It's just literally openly ditching it in there while I doing the gesture like I have arthritis, because I actually do have partial arthritis. I do this gaming. That's what gaming does to you. Toss on up, and then while they check out where it goes, it's already gone permanently.
Great.
And that's Slitch again, but this is a crazier technique. You could even do it for the reverse side, which is crazier. Take it, toss on up, you show it's gone, and I ditched it. Wow. Fast, easy, lazy, reliable. Now for the first version of it, when I do the put vanish of it, I covered the take vanish of the last one, right? Mm-hmm. Take, vanish, toss it on up, do a reverse hand wash, come up and ditch it. Okay, so I covered that one. Okay, this is the third version. This is the more bold take. If you're more bold with it and you're already having fun with it, Eric. So this is where Eric's going to get really excited about this. So I do the put vanish, toss on up, it goes, and then as I'm just associating my hand like it just need to crack it or something. This is what people naturally do. And it's a natural gesture. I just come and I have my hand slightly tilted so it has a pathway. Hands covering so it's from the front, it's good. And literally just drop it in there openly. And then misdirection, the bare misdirection is just looking up. So through the action of tossing it up, people are looking, I'm looking, people are looking. I'm just, even if people are burning this hand, they're just staring at it, and I ditch it right openly in front of them. And it's angle proof. Take that. And you don't want to do it all the time because eventually someone's going to call you out for sleeving, even if they don't even know it's sleeving. So you can only do it occasionally or after they've already called you out for sleeving. But regardless, you get the general idea. So vanish, toss up, goes, you're done. Gucci.
Genius. Great trick.
Great trick. Or slight. Turning into routine is where it gets fun. So like, I'll actually cover, I'll do it in a second. I'll show you the where it becomes a trick.
Okay.
In a second. The reverse version is where I'm doing a take vanish version. So put is putting in the hand. Take is taking from the hand. So in the take version, I take it and I do like just whimsically. You could be whimsical about this. I show it, take, and you curl. As you take it, you curl. You like a cop, curl. So then it's natural. And no one's focused about this because all the focus is here. So boom. And no one can even look that there's nothing here. I can almost flash it openly. There's nothing there, but everyone's going with gesture. Toss on up because I'm transitioning. Larger action covers the smaller action. Larger action covers the smaller action. That'll be part of my next one. Larger action, smaller. Toss on up, and then you'll go, wait, what? And then I readjust to make sure everything's fair. And as I readjust, I just ditch it. And then just wave my hands as a continuing gesture. I did in slow-mo, but that's it. Gone.
Great.
Ditch. Again, show the coin or flip it to there. Be fair. Because the eyes have lens that need to readjust, and you could do this yourself. Like stare at one object and then stare at another, and you notice how your eyes readjust. In the same way, the eyes need to readjust whenever you flip a coin and point to here. So you have a lot of leeway from natural physics misdirection. Because if you think about it, eyes and lens are the same thing. They're just a camera. But one can do it automatically and the other can't. So take it, toss on up, show it's gone, then give a wave, it's gone. Done. Now where this gets even more fun, and this becomes a trick, this is a segment for the trick.
The trick.
This is the trick. Learning what we've done before, I shouldn't have exposed the ending production, but let's just say we're taking an idea on this. Learning, having done the more bold version of, we could actually make the bold version of Slitch. I forget which version just because I just do Slitch. Just the idea, the mechanics of it. So we got the coin there. Spectators can check it out, okay? I can say, this coin may be worth a lot, but it's worth a lot to different people. So like, let's say we go to China, this half dollar could be worth like, it could be worth a lot more. And you could do that, and then you're clean. Using Slitch, which is cool. So you could turn one object into a multi-production. So show it, take it, again, take it, squeeze it. They could hear it, and then you could actually display it openly as you ditch the coin. It's crazy. So it's a production, and it cleans up itself at the same time. So let's go into it. 4 coins, whatever you like. The production in finger palm, you could use whatever you like. You can even use a purse. Oh, depends on how well you can hide it. Little frog or little. I could actually feature your jewelry in here.
Yeah.
So with this production, so we got it right here. We just have some
rings.
Whatever you like. So we can have the ending production right here. Whatever you want it to be. So you got ideas? Let's go for it. We got the coin right here. We can hold it right here, but because I'm lazy, I am truly lazy. Like the correct version is to do it here, take it. That's a fancy version. Holding up here, like doing doing that. Fake taking it, retaining. But I'm lazy, so I just go for this and just cop out. It's the laziest thing, but I love it. Okay, take it. It's like you have something here. You close your hand over it like you're here. You got the coin right here. And you can do the clink. You don't even have to ditch it right away. It's your choice. No one's going to suspect it. But then you can do this. They're like, wait, what? One turns into multiple? This doesn't make sense. Then as you come up to display it, very fairly and openly, very fairly, you're actually ditching it as you come up to display it, coming down, ditching it right here, the coin using Slitch, and then you can do a cascade, and then you can show your hands openly empty, and the routine's literally and naturally clean up itself.
Yeah.
Using Slitch. Cool.
Great.
So that is for that. Let me now jump into...
Check.
Yeah, we're good. Just wanting to cut off for each segment so we can then jump into the next one,
Yeah.
and then I'll combine them all. So it's all right if we make mistakes.
Yeah, let me grab this.
Yeah, take a break if you need to.
Grab this.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't look like shit. No one's looking at that but me, but still.
Oh, no worries, no worries. So we did cover the yin and yang model. We've done the Slitch in the previous video. We've covered the multi-production. So what I just covered was a multi-transformation take vanish using Slitch. Now we can cover coin poetry. Now, for the sake of seeming like I'm not using the same silver coins over and over, we'll do this using these lovely Chinese coins. So in context, let me actually use these.
These are cool.
Yeah, got them from Penguin Magic. So another sponsor to Penguin Magic. Penguin Magic, I love you guys to death. I've been with you guys since I was literally 15 years old. So,
a couple of years ago.
Yeah, 13 years. I've been with you guys for 13 years. So if that isn't dedication, Penguin Magic, and for them to sponsor this video, I don't know what is. Thank you, Penguin. So I'm going to move these 2 coins. These are my personal set. How much I believe in the previous trick. What was that? The previous trick was Something Strange. I have a setup right here for it. Just 2 coins. So how it would start out is I'd have these 3 Chinese coins inside my wallet. It could be in here, it could be in a purse, whatever you like. It doesn't really matter. But if I'm doing strolling, I'm giving a real life scenario. I just have it inside my pocket. Someone asks for something. I want to see a trick.
I want to see a trick. Come on.
All right, let me show you something amazing. So I got in here a couple coins. Got 3 Chinese coins. Kind of odd they're so thin, but yeah. Here, check them out. Go crazy.
All right.
Spectators can check them out. Everything except what's inside here. Woo.
Right.
You don't want to see that dirty secret in there.
No.
And they can check it out. And you can let them point out whichever one they like the most.
I'm feeling this one right now.
Okay. So they'll use that one. You can check it out. Make sure it's no trapdoors, Spanish-speaking chihuahuas, nothing of that nature inside of
It looks
that.
clean.
Looks clean to me.
Looks clean.
Gotta love it. So I'll put the rest away, and we'll even need that for right now. We'll put it away, and we'll just focus on this guy, this little guy right here, and it even has a dragon on there, which is makes it
cool.
So great. Oh, best $4 I've spent in a while. And so what we do with this guy, because we can take it, we can do something amazing, and we can actually get it and split into 2. Interesting. So that's 1, that's 2, and right here can get you 3.
Whoa.
Cool. I know we're having some fun, but let's keep the party rolling because it's merely an illusion. It's merely an illusion,
Nice.
It just tends to go away. I don't know. I'm ad-libbing this totally. I don't even know what to say.
It's great.
I'm supposed to have some formal presentation.
No, I don't think so. I think it's great.
Okay. So then from here, we can get this guy. Give it a little wave. Ooh la la. Let's go ooh la la. Ooh la la.
Whoa.
Oh yeah. And then the last one. The last one's always hard to vanish, so I actually get it. I give it a little toss, and it actually goes down to my shoe, which is always quite amazing. But then I ask, what can you really do with a single coin? And that's where I can end it. But then everyone says, vanish it.
Vanish it.
Ah, dang it, or whatever. So then I can vanish it using my favorite Slitch technique, and we're done.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
And you're slightly dirty, but who really cares? As long as you keep your arms up, everyone's fine. So can you drop it?
Nice.
So let's go into this one. This is called Coin Poetry. That is literally the title I came up with. Coin
That's beautiful.
Poetry. So let's go into the setup. I haven't thought of the alternate version. We're going to make it up as we go along for the using a purse, but I just came up with it because I wanted a cool trick to do with my wallet.
Yeah.
And it's like literally just, there's nothing special about it. It's just this little tiny slit right here. And I want something cool to do with it. So, in essence, you start with the coins inside of, do you want to expose that secret?
Whoopsie.
Oops. Okay. That's another day. So we got this, and then we have the coins inside here, and eventually we can just squeeze and the coins fall out. Or you can do it from a purse, whatever. Show that. You don't, this is not examinable. But these are.
Okay.
How ironic. So we got that. We let the spectators examine them. And hey, it's not the worst. Illusionist has a condom trick where you actually predict a card from any condoms. Don't hate on me. No, I'm serious. They have a trick where you... I'm not joking. That's all.
Really?
Illusion. Yeah, they actually sold it. And they have like crazy tricks where they flip people off and crazy things. They're wild. I love them to death. So Penguin and Illusionist. I already named 2 sponsors. So with Illusionist, they literally like they do a production of a condom. They said, think of any card. They produce a condom, and then they go, whoa, like, you know, it's just taboo right in your face. And then they open it up inside a condom. Inside there is their chosen card.
Wow.
I'm like, what the? It's crazy.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Side story.
You had me at condom.
I know, right? Dark story. Taboo. Demonetized. I'm kidding. We're going to have a long talk about demonetization.
Oh my god.
Taking one from Artemis. Devil's Artemis. Credit there. So going to the trick. Enough side stuff. Going to the trick. We show the coins. They can check them out. They examine them to their heart's content. They do. Then they choose their favorite. Let's say it's this one. And then we can actually fumble around. It's great. And I kind of ad-libbed it. But essentially, you're going to do a lazy click pass. The laziest click pass you've ever seen. Okay. And so it's going to be open click pass, but it's going to be cool. So you say, okay, we're just going to use that one. You take one coin's already in finger palm. You get the second one, and you just literally click it. You hear the sound, and you drop it inside the wallet. And you retain one. It's the laziest click pass I've ever seen.
Genius, though.
It's just literally just like click and fall inside.
Yeah.
And so you retain one actually goes away, so we're just dealing with 2. Which makes it fun. And then you can show that. Then if you're feeling so guilty about this hand, ooh, I'm feeling so guilty, then you just take their... I swear magicians are so overrated. I'm feeling so guilty. I need to be so stiff right now.
Oh my god.
My style is not to take anything seriously.
Good.
So, karma.
And we shouldn't. That's right.
See, now it's going spiritual. So, with that, we've got this coin right here. We've got a secret one right here. We pick it up, so if you want to feel like you're not dirty, then you pick it up and use Ramsey's subtlety to have this coin while displaying this one, keeping this one hidden. Cool.
Nice.
We got that, or for the most part. I might have to change your angles. I'm not checking the angles, but you know, it's been a while, but generally there you go. Or just tilt it right here, you're good. So now we got this guy. We can put it right here. We can do, I did a shuttle pass, which means to take one, you know, do that and display it. So here, so I can show the other coin, so I can feel free here. I can do another shuttle pass. You can shuttle pass all day, showing one for the other because there's the same exact coin. I'm just switching out the coins.
Crazy.
Clever. So we do that a couple times just to display it. So you show from one side of the audience, and then we can show it for the other, looking fancy. So we're switching out continually. And then when we're ready, we can do, they keep on crediting different people, but I keep on thinking it's my own, but yet I can't credit myself, but I want to credit myself. And that's the situation I am in for this coin split. And I call it the Dove coin split. So you come over here, or maybe that was Gregory Wilson's. He had a similar version, it's different. And I'll first show it a couple times. Come here, split it off, okay? So you show the coin, split it off. Again, show it, split it off. It's such a beautiful thing. It really looks like you're just ripping it apart. Mechanics, if I come from the backside, hopefully everyone can see this. Finger palm, first finger, second finger, thumb. Forefinger comes over, thumb pushes, and then it pushes it right behind it, and it just taps. So, push, tap, and forefinger is pretty much out of the way. Forefinger's covering, push, tap, and look, kind of like creates like a little heart. So it's kind of like a love split, huh? I don't know. I'm being overly romantic.
I'm seeing it. It's beautiful.
There you go. So it's just like, you do shuttle pass from one side to the other. When you're ready, you can display it, split. It's like a love split. It's like a breakup.
Not as painful.
Yeah. Lovely. So, we got those two, but we don't just drop them on the table because we need to make our hands seem stiff so it looks like we're retaining one more. So, I do a split, I show it, and I show it like this, like I'm secretly retaining one more. For magicians or for any heckler, it seems like there's something more, even though it looks pretty innocent right here. The average spectator, oh, there's just 2 coins. To which there actually is, but I'm alluding to that there's more. So then we show 1, that's 1. We do a false transfer, that's 1. We set up for the click pass, the JC click pass, that's 2. And then 3, I can pull it off my sleeve. So I've done click pass, retained 1, and then I can produce it wherever, off a spectator, whatever I feel like, and then drop it inside to give 3. And then I could do the gesture of 3. And then look like an OG. Just wiping out some gangsta symbol.
Take that, magic.
There you go. From there, then we can toss it to the other hand, and we're using the same dynamic I used in a previous video or earlier section where people only see A and C, but they don't see B, the transition. They can't count 3 coins while in midair. They can only see the end result. And the end result was closed hand to closed hand. So I'm transferring it so I can do a beautiful display and set myself up because I want to be able to do it. So I go 1, 2, and because there's nothing here, but people think there's a third one. Boom. Done. You don't need to oversell it. And then you can show 2 coins. There you go. People are amazed. We then do a false finger palm transfer, to which we got it right here. Now, supposedly, so false finger palm transfer. From here, we now take the other Chinese coin, and now we're in a great position to wave it like a magic wand, and that one just beautifully goes. It's like the spectator's favorite part. When I did something similar to this at the castle, this section, of all of the parts, people always go, ooh.
Yeah. Right
there. I'm like, really? The whole routine? That's where you go, ooh? Okay.
I think I might have even done that.
I don't know. You people be the judge. Whatever. Then the final part is, because you need to first ditch one of the coins so you can get into a 1 coin position, I do a little ruse or a little side part. So I say, I can get this coin, and I do a false take. It stays right here, so false take, boom. And I pretend to toss it down. So I do this while this coin is retained. Whoops. Show this coin, false take, toss it, and then as I toss it down, people are expecting it to be here, but they want me to produce it here. So they come down to produce the coin from the shoe, which is just a lower production from the shoe. As I produce it from the shoe, I ditch the coin in my back pocket from the back side, from my opposing hand, my dominant hand. So I ditch it as I produce it. So then people see that, and now I drop it in the other hand, so now they see that there's only 1 coin. And as I love to say, because it's coin poetry, 3 to 1, 1 to 3, and then 3 to 1. And what can you do? And I always love to close out. What can you do with a single coin? With the open palm gesture, it just, because it can seem like a continue, but it's poetically beautiful because you end up in the same position you started in.
Yeah.
So, while it may not make sense because people want to see a last coin vanish, it is actually structurally complete.
Poetry.
Poetry. And if people want to see it, then you just do a class palm vanish or whatever you want. Toss it up and just use slitch technique to vanish it as an afterthought. Because that's all it is. And there it goes. It flies on my sleeve. And whatever. Promotion for Huel right here.
Yeah.
I swear I've got all my sponsors all at once. My throat's dry. I talk too much. So let's continue.
Let's go.
Oh, you found it?
Yep.
Sweet. Okay, so that was that section. There we go.
You okay on battery on that one?
Huh? Yeah. Wait. Oh, I might as well swap that out.
We'll just check it.
Terrible.
It's all right. You know where to come to redo if we need to.
Yeah, but I want to try to get one take through. So, where were we? And in this section, this little beautiful section, we'll now cover the distortion coin routine. This is an odd one. Kelly, I might need your help. This could sound odd. Do you have a jacket pocket by chance?
I do. Inside or outside?
Doesn't matter.
I got both.
Perfect.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's perfect. Here. I was going to have you use my jacket, but that's perfect.
That's okay?
Yeah, that works perfectly. So, all of this is, I'm getting so excited. I can't even tell you how excited I'm getting.
I'm excited that you're excited.
Yes. So, let me first, I know I'm missing.
Are we?
No. I was just making, because I did, the previous quarantine, I had that.
Oh, yeah.
So, okay. Kelly, you have a choice of either the silver, the Walking Liberties, or the Chinese coins. Your choice. My coins hold no preference. They are not coinous.
I have to go with the Silver Liberty.
Oh, yes. Lovely.
I just can't. They're so pretty.
They're so pretty. So we'll do those. I'll put this away. And you can check them out again, as per se, the usual. I'll be honest with you, I didn't think there was that much of a difference initially. I'm like, or before I got them. I thought, there can't be that much of a difference. I see Eric Jones and Jane Blazio playing with them. I'm like, there can't be that much of a difference from $50, which I got. They're over there. But then when I touched them, I'm like, this is like literal crack in your hands. This is literally like crack in your hands. This is like
perfect size.
This is like beyond. This is every magician's wet dream. Just the way it feels, how it corresponds, how smooth it is, how you can manipulate it so fast and however you want to any position you want. It's just insane. And I was able to do one hand. This is not part of the section, but I just want to do it. One-handed coin vanishes. Let me see if I can do it. I was actually able to come up with the one-handed coin routines and not using the sleeve at all. I'm actually not using the sleeve from the front. Booyah.
Yeah.
All one-handed, no sleeve work, and I just created that just as soon as I got these coins. I'm like, this is crazy. So, on to the routine that I keep on dragging out. Kelly's examine them. Which one would you like?
Go with the far right.
Okay, that beautiful, lovely coin.
Yep.
Okay, and these two will go over here. And some of these coins are quite interesting. Like for this one particularly you chose, and I think it's a quite lovely and beautiful one at that. It's something amazing might happen. Like for example, sometimes it actually may join to your pocket, or may not. Okay, but we're gonna try to do something amazing with this. Okay.
Okay.
Check this out. I'm gonna do this a little bit. I don't know if I should do it with pizzazz or do it slowly. I'll do it with pizzazz. Watch this. 1, 2. That one goes. Okay. Second one will go just like this, similar to the coin poetry earlier. And this one will just toss right up into the air. Goes just like that. And then, well, it can all be gone in the same way I can produce one right here. That's the first one. That's the second one. And the third one, Kelly.
No.
Yeah.
You didn't.
I could wait all day.
You did. Got me. That's fantastic.
And that is distortion. One of my greatest, all of them are, but this is one of my favorite achievements I've ever accomplished because I'll be honest, I've always wanted to do a coin to impossible location. And no matter how obvious it is or anything, I wanted that so bad, but I could never do it because there's always a gap or something that made it impossible. But if you can combine it with a ruse and openness, you can get away with it. And then we've done it. We've made a coin to your pocket.
Yeah.
Being totally impossible.
It's great.
No gas, just 3 coins, and now magicians are having a wet dream right now over this.
Nice.
I swear, it's crazy. So let's go into it. 3 coins. There's no setup. You just have 3 coins.
Yeah.
Magicians are like, no way. I'm just telling you, magicians in this webcam are screaming, no way. Like when they're watching this video, they're saying, no way, no way, no way. There's no gas, nothing. Just, then it can't happen. So, you choose any one.
We're going to go with the far left.
Okay, that one. Take the other 2 coins, do a click pass, but retain 1. Okay? So, you could always retain 2, but in this case, I only need to retain 1. And you want that click so they know that presumably there's 2 in there. You've retained 1. Okay? Now from here, you say some magic may happen, some crazy stuff may happen, and I was kind of ad-libbing. You can ad-lib whatever you want. My idea is not to copy me, but to give a general thing, general idea, so you can create your own stuff. Don't copy me. Because I can't even copy myself.
There you go.
I mean, how can you copy someone who's changing every performance?
There you go.
I don't know.
That's genius.
Yeah. So we show 1 and say, we don't know what's going to happen. Maybe it'll go to your pocket and I openly make it, there. And I drop it in there as I produce the second one. Right in their face.
Nice.
Which is great. They've loaded it, and because it's already dropped and they think you pulled it out, you're fair, you're set up. Drop this one in where there was only 1 here. Drop this one in here and shake it up. And now give the gesture a slang gesture 3, similar to coin poetry. And now you've set yourself up for a brilliant vanish. You're already 1 ahead. Okay, toss in the other hand because you need, I don't know what's the word for it, calisthenics, just making everything right. You just want it to be right to set up the situation, right? So I toss the other hand. I go 1, 2, because I'm left-handed dominant, or to my dominant hand, so I get to do it. If you do it in reverse, it's weird. You guys get what I mean. So 1, 2, blow, first one goes. Was never even there, great. And you can display openly, there's 1. People think you're sleeving, great.
Yeah.
Now you're setting up for the big punch. Okay, second one, same as before, finger palm vanish. And then you can always do this little twist I do. Turn your hand down, do this, and it just looks so, it looks like an aphrodisiac to me. Whenever I do this, I just go, oh.
Mystical.
Oh, mystical. There you go. And that's the second one that goes. Last one, I can just toss up into the air, and they all go. And I can do open gesture. And you can literally end right there. You can actually end right there. That'd be a pretty good quarantine. But then now you're here to destroy magicians, aren't we? I think that's the goal. So you can produce 1 right here. Produce. We show 1. Do a shuttle pass to show this one. So it shows hand to hand, so it makes it seem like your hands are empty. Now do a click pass. Or sorry, the love, dove, or whatever you want to call it, split. People credit Tommy Wonder. People credit Gregory Wilson. They won't give me this vanish. So I can't say it's mine, even though I want to. We do the split. Looks like a love vanish right here. Push, tap. So it's just a come together, push, tap, and split. So push, there you go. So now you got 2. And now you can drop it right here. And I should have done it this way, because this is the way how you make it more sensual. I drop right here, and then just leave right here, go slow. That's 2. And I just look at the spectator. Last one is in your pocket.
No.
And they go, no. They scream, and they won't believe you. I go, I wait all day. They can take their time, and they show the third one, and it's orgasmic. Oh, so wonderful.
Wonderful.
And yeah, that's distortion.
I love that one.
It's sexy.
But yeah, it really is. I like that you're combining a few of those techniques together. It's
just literally combining one onto another, and it just keeps on building. So that is the high point, and then a little bit lower point will be my final one, which I do in all my acts, which is 3 coins gone. I really got to incorporate distortion more. It's so beautiful. I mean, that's essentially what I do. I just alter reality slightly. I'm not like Liberty Larson, who's actually able to manifest from her mind an entire world and set up a context and parameter where everything magical and illogical becomes logical and wonderful. I don't have that. I'm a distortionist. I just like to do this. That's fun to me. On to the final one, which we'll cover in the next section, is 3 coins gone. So on to the final one, which is 3 coins gone. I'll first perform it, and then we'll go into it. So we have these 3 little coins. You can show them, pull them out, start impromptu. Because most magicians are not able to start impromptu. They don't have the skill or knowledge to be able to pull this off usually. They're very limited. And they usually rely on trick cards, gaffes. So to be able to be open, let everything be shared is very wonderful. It's not really explored too heavily. Only by a couple people, but new ideas.
Yeah, awesome.
So this, so what we'll do with this is we show 3 coins. I actually have a table, which is rare. This is wonderful. So I can be able to show the first one. First coin goes like so. That's the first one. And actually able to show it very openly. Okay, 2 coins. Okay, and then from here you can actually hear the next one go, and that is 1. And whoa. And so last one. Hold on to it. It'll just go like that.
Ah.
I know. They what does it say? Bumpkins. Bumpkins. Oh, so terrible. But don't worry, it didn't go too far. It actually came right over here. And you can actually be able to show it. That is the first one. Okay. That is the second one. Right there. You're actually able to display it, show it, be very open about it. And the last one is right over here. That is all 3. And because I don't really need these coins anymore, Kelly, I leave it as a present to you. You may have my 3 coins. Bumpkins.
Ah.
And that's my comedy way of ending my coin act, which is quite beautiful. And you can be able to end cleanly however you want, or produce them. Whoever wants to do whatever.
Yeah.
That didn't make sense. Whatever you want to do. Okay. In this one, it's a great way to end. You get to end with 3 coins totally vanishing in the spectator's mind. You end clean, it's funny, no one cares at the end. No one tries to examine everything, they just accept it. I've done this over and 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 over at the Magic Castle, and everyone just loves it.
Yeah, it's good. I love it too.
They actually accept this vanish. This is a little bonus I'm throwing in here. Do a classic Plum Vanish, you toss it to the table, and then you go like this, people just accept it. And I'm like, what? There's no way that people can just accept this. Boom, boom, gone. And people go crazy and wild. I'm like, really? Really? I don't even have to do my slitch technique. You just accept it as gone. Okay. And I just did slitch. But
I think at some point they surrender to you.
They're just
like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm too drunk to care.
Yeah. There's that too.
We might as well bring drinks to the...
I was going to say, speaking of...
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
In a bit. For what we need, because we do not encourage drinking in any way, shape, or form. No, not at all. No, we're a civil people.
Look at us.
So, we got the 3 coins, and let's go into the routine. This time, it's not necessary the spectator selects one. They could, optional. I just tend to take whatever one I feel like for the mood. Just like a mood ring moment.
Great. Wonderful.
Take it, and then you vanish it, toss it up, whatever you feel like, okay? We're not ditching anything, we're just vanishing it, okay? And eventually, after you ditch into whatever palm you decide to use, get into finger palm. You can even use thumb palm. I never use thumb palm. Boom. You're actually able to give this little nice illusion of showing it openly, then let it drop into finger palm, and then vanishes, which is cool. We show 2, we say, or we can actually do it with this one. Give it a wave. That's what I was using for. And then vanish. Gone. From here, we're in this position. We drop the coins to here. And now we're going to use a new way of using the utility switch. Utility switch is being able to show 2 coins here. Being able to show 2 coins here while retaining 1 secretly over here. It's a unique thing.
Wow.
And it was underutilized. And Bobo mentioned, or I don't know if he mentioned it, but I just want to create a use for it. And it eventually came to fruition through sitting on enough grass, you reefer people, that I was actually able to combine the idea to this routine. So after you do show this, after you do this, you're able to show the coin you just vanished openly. Because they're all the same, no one cares.
Yeah.
From here, we shove both into classic palm, which will take a while for you people who are not accustomed to classic palm. Shove them into there, and then do the drop and the gesture. And then from here, you can give it a wave. And from here, you can actually say, you can hear the second one. You can snap and then go. I know illusionists discourages snapping, but damn it, I don't care.
Is that right?
Yeah, they discourage snapping because they think it takes away from the magic moment of it. And I'm like, I can see that, but if you can create a right context, it's all about context. I create a context where you can hear it go. Boom. There. And there you go. Retaining 2, and we're all good. So you got 2 here, 1 out in the open. If you want to make these 2 look clean, move. Just do that. There you go. Or display it here. You don't want to be like this or like this. Angles, flashing, not good. So from here, we take the last one, display it. We ask spectator because we want to incorporate comedy. Comedy as an ending is always nice. Here, you could take the last one, and goes.
Oh.
And it's just a false take, boom, and everyone laughs. It's great. And you can end it right there, and you're good. You're done. And just go, thank you, everyone, close it out. But we're not that cheap. We want to give them...
Milk it,
and give them bang for their buck. So while they go like this and they're laughing, their laughter is the misdirection needed to cover the next move because it's going to create a little bit of sound. Because I'm not able to, not make them perfect. It needs to be coalesced. So that when they're laughing or whatever, you can, if you have good... Some magicians are actually able to do 4 coins and actually let 1 coin off at a time, like Dean Dill. I'm like, you have the Lord's hands to be able to do that.
Yeah.
I could barely do that. So what I do instead, because I just can't do it, I use their misdirection and openly use my ring finger to slide the coins out. There will be sound, but their laughter covers it. And then from here, once it's out of here, it's much easier to let the coin fall out. Just a little bit of slight pressure, falls out. So again, they laugh, ha 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 ha. Let it drop out. And now it's here. So now you're all set up. They laughed. Now they want to burn this hand, so in the same hand they're burning. It's fine if they try to call you out, because you're like, yeah, I am holding coin right here. And then you alleviate their suspicions, and it's all fine. This is the first coin. You want to keep it down, because you've still got a huge flash point right here. We then, using the popularized Eric Jones subtlety, thumb right here, clips it, and then we do a shuttle pass. Don't want to touch them.
Clink.
Clink. That's bad. Do a shuttle pass and show this one. From here, then you can split into 2. And from here, then you could produce it right here, but it seems like all the coins are coming out of this hand, or being produced out of this hand. So what I tend to do a one last shuttle pass, showing 2, and then producing the last one from underneath, giving a beautiful display. And again, you could end right here, but you want to milk it even more. And you want a comedy finish, and you want people, it's like, okay, bang, it happened, great. Bang, it happened again. Okay, is that the end? No, one last big bang in a casual way. I don't need these coins anymore. You stack them up, show them to spectators, they see them all. I don't need any more. You look straight ahead as you give them to this person. You go put them all into Spider Grip Vanish, Ed Marlowe. We shove it into Spider Grip. We just directly shove it in there. No subtlety, just shove it in there. And then come forward with a spectator. Your hand closes over here. Drop in their hands. You say bumpkins or whatever. They laugh. No one ever looks underneath. Laugh. And then you open here. It really goes. And then you go, I thank you. And then you're done. Unless you want to milk it for even more.
Oh, yeah?
No.
Oh.
I mean, you could, but it's like, how much do you have to milk it? I ended
What
there.
would be one more milking one?
If we have to milk it. So from here, I learned a weird thing from New York Coin Seminar. I think it was Roth who covered this section, where you're actually able to do a triple silent transfer. Wow. Sorry, a transfer of coins. We're actually able to, if you get from the classic palm, so if there'll be sound if you normally do it. But if you do it just right, so if you get from classic palm, you shove it right here, you squeeze it, it'll come down to here, and then your fingers can collect it, and you can carefully move it to finger palm, all silently. And you can do this in casualness. After they've already reacted, you can casually thank you. You can come here with your hands closed, and you can actually do the whole transfer and get them into finger palm silently. You can even do a silent room. It's cool. There's no sound. Then from here, you can actually do a hand washing sequence, a triple hand washing sequence. Be careful of the sound right here. There could be sound, maybe not. Depends on how sticky your hands are. If they stick, see, if it sticks and pops off, then there will be sound. We want to put it right here and transfer right here so you can show your hands empty. And you could now you've displayed both hands empty and you're good. Or you can really just milk it again by snapping and then showing the coins right there. So what it will look like, give the coins to the spectator, they say bumpkins. Oh, looks so terrible. And we get to there, the position, they're relaxing, whatever. We then transfer from here to here. You show your hands empty, and then you can give it a little wave, and then all three comes back. I've had people swear that these coins are magnetic because of that fact, which is crazy. So,
wow.
That is the final one of this segment, the Eric Jones lecture that I dedicate to Eric Jones, who is amazing in his own right. And these are just my thoughts on his thoughts on his metal DVDs and stuff of that nature. And I'm saying that I have finally, after years from meeting him the first time, to which we're going to smoke hookah one day. Not me, I'm going to do my own grassy thing. Yeah, don't worry, I can be subtle. You can, as long as it's not direct. Reefer people.
Not worried about it.
Okay. That was 3 coins gone, and now I can say, Eric Jones, I do have something to give you. This lecture, my present to you. Thank you.
Don't forget to follow and...
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. Follow and subscribe to you.
Yes. No, first, Kelly Kidd, the owner right here for Jewelry Heist. We're going to do an intro video very soon featuring this whole place. So we'll have the intro, we'll feature this whole place and the dinosaur farm. So we can feature this whole thing so you can see the whole lovely atmosphere that was created. And that if you like the content, feel free to give a like, subscribe. My Patreon's down below. That if you enjoyed this lecture, it's all free. I make everything public because through my business model, I benefit through everyone benefiting. So I hope you enjoyed all of that. If you have any questions, leave in the comments section. Sponsors, I've mentioned them a couple times. I love all you guys. Just want to have the channel grow. And ultimately, and I try to say this because I know I'm going to get bad PR for, oh, you're exposing tricks. I want ultimately magic to transcend beyond secrets to a higher level of performance where people can get past secrets so we can be able to raise the art form so much higher and to bring magic where everyone thinks it should be in the modern era. My name is Dan. This is Evolving Magic Academy or Evolving Magic YouTube channel or wherever you watch it from whatever platform. And I thank you.
And I thank you for coming.
Mm-hmm. And that's that.
Great job.
Yeah, should we have an afterthought section? I might as well leave the aftertakes in there.
Definitely.
I don't know. If you have any spontaneous jokes or anything you want to throw in there.
I want to make sure that you always tell people in your stuff to follow and subscribe to yourself. Don't worry about it.
I don't always include in the beginning.
Me.
Yeah.
I'm more...
No, because...
You know what I mean.
Yeah, but through like, I've made a whole business model around everyone benefiting. So through you benefiting, I directly benefit because then people be a callback. Yeah. So instead of it being a profit system or like behind a profit wall, we have to go to there and make it work and then all this struggle, it's just a circular loop where it's just continual PR for each other and then it's circular, it's everywhere, so everyone wins. So
that's great, and we have our online store up now too, so it's perfect timing.
Oh yeah.
Use the bathroom.
Go crazy.
That was so fun, and I sincerely enjoy your craft.